John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote most of She Loves You on June 26, 1963, in a Newcastle hotel room while touring. They finished writing it the next day at McCartney's family home in Liverpool. As McCartney recalled, "We sat in the hotel bedroom for a few hours and wrote it, John and I sitting on twin beds with guitars." McCartney's initial idea, inspired by Bobby Rydell's Forget Him, was for a call-and-response song with "Yeah, yeah" answering "She Loves You." Lennon persuaded him to drop the answering format, but keep the "yeah, yeah" hook. But one of the song's most innovative aspects was its lyrics that were written from a third-person perspective. McCartney explained, "It wasn't us anymore, it was moving off the 'I love you girl' or 'love me do.' It was a third person, which was a shift away." When McCartney played an early version of the song for his father, he suggested they sing "yes, yes, yes" instead of "yeah, yeah, yeah." As Paul explained in a 2013 interview with The Sun, "My dad was the main critic in the early days. He said, 'Son, there are too many Americanisms around. Couldn't you sing 'She Loves You'? Yes, yes, yes.' And we said, 'No, Dad, you don't understand. There's a great tradition of American music with 'yeah.'" And the band was especially proud of the song's unique final chord, an odd sort of major sixth, with George Harrison doing the sixth and John Lennon and Paul McCartney playing the third and fifth notes. Producer George Martin was initially hesitant about this choice, as he felt it sounded like the Andrews Sisters, a 1940s close harmony singing group. According to Martin, they were saying, "It's a great chord, nobody's ever heard it before." Of course, I knew that wasn't quite true. The Beatles tried the song with and without the sixth chord and ultimately decided to keep it, as they felt it sounded better that way despite Martin's reservations. Engineer Norman Smith, who worked on every Beatles recording through 1965, was initially unimpressed when he first saw the lyrics for "She Loves You," stating, "I was setting up the microphone when I saw the lyrics on the music stand. I thought I'll just have a quick look. I thought, oh my God, what a lyric. This is going to be one that I do not like." But when they started to sing it, bang, wow, terrific. I was up at the mixer jobbing around. The song was released as a single in the UK on August 23, 1963. It spent 18 weeks in the charts, including 4 weeks at number 1, and became the best-selling single of 1963. With 1.9 million copies sold, it was the Beatles' all-time biggest seller in Britain until 1978, when it was overtaken by "Mull of Kintyre" by Paul McCartney's post-Beatles band, Wings. Interestingly, despite its massive success in the UK, the song initially failed to make an impact in the United States when it was first released there by Swan Records in September 1963. But after the Beatles' breakout success and appearances on The Ed Sullivan Show in early 1964, it was reissued by Capitol and replaced "I Want to Hold Your Hand" at number 1 for 2 weeks in March 1964. On April 4th, 1964, the Beatles made history by occupying the entire top 5 on the charts. The contrasting trajectories of "She Loves You" in the UK and the US underscore the different pace at which the Beatles' phenomenon spread in each country. While the song was an instant smash in Britain, it took several more months and a concerted promotional effort to break through in America. Nonetheless, the song's eventual success on both sides of the Atlantic cemented its status as one of the most significant and influential recordings of the Beatles' early career.